Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Morning.
Okay, welcome to Ayu Cantika seminar. And today, with the title Improving Vocabulary Mastery through Audio Visual by using YouTube video for SMP students of SMPN 1 Ranah Batahan. So before come to the seminar, let me introduce myself. My name is Zeppi Marziki as moderator, and Ajra Bintarania as moderator, and the speaker is Ayu Cantika. So for the first seminar today, we have 3 sessions. The first session is opening, and second is explain to the material with Ayu Cantika, and the next session is question, and the last is conclusion. Next, let's come to the next session is explain the material with speaker Ayu Cantika. Please stand to show.
Thank you for moderator. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, before we talk about the topic today, about my seminar, I will introduce to you all. My name is Ayu Cantika Putri. I'm from English Department of Steki PGRI Sumatera Barat. Now, you a little bit about why I'm doing research related to the topic in this little. We flashback with my experience. I have participated in campus mengajar or campus teaching activity in the Pasaman Barat or West Pasaman. There I saw the lack of student ability to mastery or vocabulary mastery, and then I invite to the student to watch video with English content such as English conversation. The student watched the video English movie with subtitle, and they were very interested with the video and watching. And there was some vocabulary word that were remembered after watching the video. That's why I conduct a more in-depth research on video in improving student vocabulary. Okay, back to the topic with the title Improving Vocabulary Mastery Through Audio Visual by using YouTube video for SMP students of SMPN 1 Ranah Batahan. The main objective of this research was to find out whether or not using YouTube video was effective to mastery vocabulary at the 7th grade of SMP Negeri 1 Ranah Batahan. Of course, from this goal, I hope that this research can be applied by teachers, and I hope that using video to increase student English vocabulary and skill and improve student vocabulary. Next, we move to background. Is it clear for you all? Okay. According to Hien and Nga, 2003, in Kausar, 2012, vocabulary plays an important role, the fourth skill in learning language. Therefore, it is important for the student to learn vocabulary as the basic competence to learn those four skills in English. According to Cameron, 2007, state that vocabulary is the best to the learning of a language at initial level. And according to Al-Kahtani, 2050, state that the acquisition of an adequate vocabulary is essential for successful foreign language used because without an extensive vocabulary, a language learner will be unable to use the structure and function. Okay, from the expert opinion, it can be said that vocabulary is very important in learning English. So vocabulary is the initial foundation in learning English. Next, research question. My research question: does the use of audiovisual by YouTube video improve student vocabulary? From this research question, I hope my research will answer positive and good question for the people who need this research. Next, significance of the study or the research. Benefit for the teacher, benefit for the student, benefit for the school, and benefit for researchers. Number one, for a teacher can provide improved for a teacher regarding variation in media in an effort to improve outcome student learning in accordance with learning material. Next, for the student, it was expected that there will be exchange young learner in the learning vocabulary process so that it can improve learning outcome. For the school, to provide a good contribution at the school to improve the teaching and learning process at the school. Next, for researchers, develop skill in using learning media and also aim to improve view or researchers' vocabulary. So, from what I have explained, there are many benefits to learning vocabulary using video. Next, literature review. Concept of vocabulary. According by NAPA 2005, vocabulary is one the component of language, and no language exists without word, sign or symbol for idea. It means that vocabulary is the important part of language to communicate with others. Number two, concept of YouTube video as video media. YouTube is a multidimensional research that offers video in all fields of knowledge that can be accessed effortlessly. In additional video on YouTube are limited in length, and this makes them suitable for the tight classroom times. Students have also examined the effect of YouTube video on autonomous learning by Hefner and Miller. Next, methodology. The methodology. The method is experimental, pre-test and post-test. From pre-test and post-test contain 20 questions in collecting data and consists one meeting for pre-test and one meeting for post-test. And the population of this study was 7 grade students of SMP Negeri 1 Rana Batangan in Pasaman Barat, academic year 2022 or 2023, which consists of 2 classes. Each class is consists of 25 students. It means that total of students in a class are 50. Next, conceptual framework. In this conceptual framework, you can see this.
Yes.
Is it clear for you?
Yeah.
Okay, you can see that I provide feedback in the form of teaching vocabulary by using video, and especially now, students receive input that I provide in the form of output to improving student vocabulary. And you can see classification of the student score in pre-test and post-test. Okay, I think enough from me. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, speaker. That is so important material, so interesting material from the speaker today. And thank you for the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Stay to focus on this seminar, and we come to the next session is question. So anyone have a question, please raise your hand and say your name. Okay, the ladies first.
Okay, my name is Tasya Monica. I ask you a question. My question is, do you think the use of video will be effective to improve vocabulary in junior high school? Okay,
Yes,
thanks.
thank you, Tasya Monica. And the next question is this.
My name is Ajra. I have a question for you. Why did you choose West Pasaman as your research site when you are not from there?
Okay, thank you, Shirley. And the next is time to speaker to answer the question. So how about speaker? Will we explain the question? Okay, the first question, please, speaker, time is here.
Okay, question number 1 from Tasha and number 2 from Shari. Thank you for your question. Your question is a big question for me. Question number 1, do you think the use of video will be effective to improve vocabulary in junior high school? Right?
Yes.
Okay, I think media in the form of audio visual or video is something that is interesting for students in learning. So my answer is yes. Of course, yes, the video will increase student motivation to learn and attract the student interest. That's all.
Okay, thank you, speaker. Was the first question, and how about Tasya Monica?
Okay, thank you. I get the point.
Okay, thank you for the answer, and thank you for the question. And the next question is from Asali, and will be explained by the speaker. Please, thank you.
Thank you, moderator. Asari, your question, why did you choose West Pasaman as your research site when you are not from there, right? Thank you for your question. I think because what I need for this research is there, and according to my experience in campus mengajar or campus teaching, I have gained during campus mengajar activity. That's all.
Okay, thank you, speaker. And now, you get the point.
Thank you, I get the point.
Okay, thank you for all the question, and I think that's enough for this session. And let's move to the last session, question. So, thank you for the audience. Still we focus on the seminar, and thank you for your attention. And I'm so sorry if there is a mistake. And I'm Zeppi Marziki. And Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.